I'm going to take these squid jigs. I'm going to show you how I tie them up and how we're going to go squid fishing tonight. I'm going to show you everything you need to know to catch squid. All right, I'm with my brother Don from New Jersey. We're going to do some squid fishing. So this happened last year at Christmas. We decided to go squid fishing, catch some fresh calamari for our family, and we're going to do it again this year. We're going to get a practice run tonight. So just went out and bought these squid jigs. They come in lots of different colors and sizes. I was out there last night and they were catching them on pink, so I went with a pink. I'm going to show you how to set up a rig. So we're going to set up two rigs. We're going to have, it's kind of almost like a flounder rig. It's going to be a high-low rig. We're going to put one on the top, one on the bottom, and I'm going to show you exactly how we tie it. So I got some leader over here. That's pretty simple. What we're going to do is we're going to make dropper loops on here. I like to do the dropper loops first because then I can cut off the ends and make the length of the leader that I wanted. So I'm going to put dropper loops in the middle. If you don't, basically I hold it down like this and I go around 3 times. 2, 3, seal it down with my pinky. Now I got 3 lines, 1, 2, 3. I'm pulling out a little bit of the top and bottom. And all I'm going to do is take these inside each other and out 3 times. 1, I'm just twisting them. 2, 3. And I'll keep my finger in here so I can keep this hole in here. Once I have this hole, all I'm doing then is I'm pulling this line through. I'm pulling the middle through the hole. I'll show you it once more. And now I'm just pulling this out to decide how long of a loop do I want this to hang off the main line. Then I'm just going to wet it. I like to hold it with my teeth so I can keep that strong. And then I'm just pulling these 2 pieces together. And you can see that knot right there. Go look at that knot. Just clinch them right up. And boom. And that's where I'm going to put one on there. And I'm going to sit and think, hey, this is one's going to hang about here. I want another one to hang about this distance. So I'm going to start another one right here. Do the same thing. 3 times around. 1, 2, 3. Hold it down with my pinky. I got 1, 2, 3 lines. I'm going to pull out the top one, or the number 1, number 3, and I'm just going to twist these into each other. Keep my finger in between you so I can keep this nice spot in the middle. It's 2, 3. If you do 4, you do 4. You do 5. It doesn't matter. I find with a heavier line, 3 works perfectly. I'm going then just to grab that middle line. Again, I'm going to put it in my mouth to hold it. And I'm pulling it out here to get a length that I think I'm going to want. Before I cinch it, I'm just going to get it wet. And then really, I'm just pulling this here tight. And you can see this will cinch up by itself. Now I got 2 dropper loops. I'm going to make this end where I put my sinker. I'm just going to do a loop. Another loop. And then I'm going to take this tag line and I'm going to put it right down the middle. Then I'm going to feed this loop in here. And that's where my sink is going to go. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get a little wet. And I like to put a nail on here, and I just put the loop around the nail. And then you can see, highlight it on here, and you can see this cinch up real nice. And I'm just going to pull it, and it cinches my knot. Pair of plies. We'll cut the tag line off. And we're good. Now I have where my sink is going to fall. I have where my 2 dropper loops. And then I just got to come out here and grab a little extra piece. And I'm going to do the same thing I did for my sinker. I'm going to put my sinker right about here. Push it together, you get 1 loop. Drag it around, you get 2 loop. Drag the tag line right down the middle. And then put 1 circle through the other circle. A little saliva. Put it on my nail. Cinch it down. Cut off the tag line. Now essentially this is what I'm left with. Now comes the artwork. I'm going to take the dropper loop. I'm going to pinch it down. And I'm just going to feed this through the eye hole. and then push the lure through, just like you would do a hook or a teaser or anything else you use on a drop a loop. And there I go. I'm getting somewhere. I'm going to do the same thing with this style. I'm going to pinch this drop a loop down. I'm going to feed it through the eye hole. We're going to push it through here. Push the whole lure right through. Clear it. Now, as you can see, and if I take one of my sinkers, and I take this loop I made earlier, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pinch it down. I'm going to put it through the eye hole of the sinker. I'm going to push my sinker through the hole. And now I'm going to attach this to a barrel swivel with a clip. And in essence, I hope that my squid gets as tangled. I'm going to have a jig that looks like this. And then I'm just going to wave it in the water. Now I have my sinker, which is going to rest on the bottom. I'm going to have this squid jig, which is going to float out this way. I'm going to have one in case the squid is up in the column. And then I'm going to I'm going to hook this up. I have a barrel swivel with a clip. I'm going to clip it on there, and this is going to be my jig setup.